Please enjoy.
Hello, I'm Sheila Schnanielson, host of Thinking About Things on WPPT Public Broadcasting. We are thrilled to present our biannual Monologue Festival here at Gunderson County. We're coming at you live in front of a studio audience at the Tarantula Theater. And without any further ado, please give it up for your host for the evening, local comedic legend, Chet Cito.
Oh, thank you for that introduction, Sheila. Oh, it's a pleasure to be here in downtown Gunderson. Thank you. What a warm welcome. Monologue. You know, I took a monologue in my toilet this morning. Even though it was only one, it still clogged. How about that? The traffic on the way in today. It was more backed up on the highway than my toilet this morning. Okay.
This guy sucks.
Well, how about some observational humor? Oh, yes. Have you ever noticed that when you sit off the toilet, it feels like hot lava is flowing through your body?
What the heck? Get off the stage.
They're telling me to bring on the first monologue, but if anyone in the audience knows of a reputable gastrointestinal doctor, I'm in serious pain, constant pain. Please, if anyone can help me. Okay.
Start the show.
Okay, please, for your first monologue, put your hands together for Al Fresco of Al Fresco's Catering.
Hey, how you doing? It's me, Al Fresco of Al Fresco's Catering. Today, I'm going to be speaking to you all about the importance of willpower in the modern age. If there's one thing you should know about me is that I'm the head of Al Fresco's Catering, and I've never eaten a meal indoors in my life. Okay, I've never eaten a single meal indoors. Got it? If I'm eating meals, it's gotta be outdoors for me, okay? I'm talking soups, pastas, salads. It doesn't matter the food, the temperature, the weather. I'm gonna be eating it outside.
It's bullshit.
Who the hell said that?
I've seen you eat a meal inside.
Now who the fuck is that?
Don't worry, Ryan.
They told me there wouldn't be any hecklers, first of all. Second of all, I've never eaten a meal inside in my life. I've eaten every meal outdoors, okay? There's nothing I love more than going to the park and cracking open a couple of shrimp scampies.
You've never done that.
Okay, why don't we, how about this, okay, pal? If you keep talking, I'm gonna come into the audience and I'm gonna smack you senseless, okay? Okay, pal? If there's one thing I don't do, it's eat indoors and take crap from hecklers, okay? Do we understand each other? Okay, I'm going to take a silence as a yes. Now, a little bit about me and my life story, okay? When I was a little kid, I was coming up in a big family, okay? And they were always trying to get me to eat meals indoors. They'd say, Al, it's dinner time. You got to sit at the dinner. It's Sunday dinner. I would say, I'm taking my plate and I'm taking it outside, okay? That's how dedicated I was to my passion. That's how I had to use my willpower. Okay, and it wasn't easy growing up in a big family, all right? I had a lot of brothers, okay? I had a brother who was a pervert. His name was Al Natural.
How are you brothers if you don't have the same last name?
That's how it works in the community I'm from, pal. So if you don't know anything about the community I'm from, then why don't you keep your stupid trap shut?
What community are you from?
They don't be asking for my personal information. They don't see coming in there into the audience asking you for your personal information. So they'll be asking for my personal information.
Do we need to call a doctor for you?
Oh, you think this is bad, pal? You think this is something I never experienced in my life before? Okay? I've overcome things you couldn't even begin to imagine. When I was 7 years old, my family tried to get me to eat indoors on Thanksgiving, okay? Do you understand what that does to a person? I had another brother, Al A. Mode. This man, even since he was a little baby boy, he wouldn't eat anything unless there was a big scoop of ice cream on it, okay? Do you understand what that would do to my poor mother? Okay, she's got one son who can only eat meals outdoors. All right, you think that's bad enough, wouldn't you? Wouldn't you think that's bad enough for my poor mother? Then she's got another kid, a snot-nosed brat who's always asking for a scoop of Breyers to go on his fucking ziti. And don't even get me started about my youngest brother. This little turd was always trying to get us to break out in elaborate dance and song numbers. His name was Al Together Now. My poor parents, we put them through hell. I had one brother who he was always getting lost. Alright, they would send out the police, they would send out the firefighters, they would spend days looking for this kid. But miraculously, every time they would find him, he would be in perfect tip-top shape, alright? That was my brother Al Ivan Well.
These are all just puns. No one here believes you.
You know what, Mr. Heckleman? I feel extremely sad for you. In fact, I sympathize with you. What a sad life you must have, that the only source of joy you can get is to go to the biannual Monologue Festival and heckle the brave souls who have decided to bear it all on stage for your enjoyment. It's clear to me that you've never experienced a family's love or the joy of a tomato basil salad outside in the starry night. And now I'm going to tell you a story just for you, Mr. Heckleman, that I think you'll find most informative to your current situation. It was Christmas Eve in 2004. We didn't know it yet, but that would be the last Christmas we ever spent with my dear mother. I was just coming back inside after polishing off some turkey legs in the 23-degree weather. Just in time to hear the end of the speech about how we need to cast off the yoke of French imperialism from my cousin Algeria. And my dear sweet mother was taking one of the pies out of the oven. And she turned to me and she said, "Listen, al fresco." My mother had a funny way of addressing us by both first and last name.
It's because you guys all have the same first name.
And my ma said to me, my sweet ma, she said to me, "Al Fresco, why don't you stay inside and eat a couple of pies with the family?" And I looked at her and I said to her, I can't do that, but I'll slip 'em in my pocket and maybe tonight I'll eat 'em in a park or a cemetery or something. Well, we didn't know it then, but a few short months later, my ma would pass away in her sleep peacefully due to a ceiling fan falling on her. And so there you have it. A true examination of the willpower for me to live by the principles in which I live for every day of my life. So if you need catering for a large event, contact Al Fresco's Catering. Of course, we only cater outdoor events. That much should go without saying, but it has been a pleasure speaking with you. And remember to use your willpower. Yes, yeah, use it. Chetcito's coming back now.
Thank you, Al Fresco. Oh, I haven't heard a story that confusing since my doctor tried to tell me what was wrong with my digestive tract.